Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, and this beautiful home for sale behind me here. It's Mystery Monday, and I haven't been inside this home yet, but I brought you out here for a few specific reasons. Number one, no HOA. Number two, completely remodeled. Number three, a beautiful pool out back in a quiet cul-de-sac. I have the key in my hand, and we're gonna go inside and explore this home right now together just for you today. Find out if it's the perfect home. Now, one other thing, the seller of this home's offering to help you buy down that interest rate. And yes, interest rates are dropping. We're going to talk a little bit about that in the video later on. But first, let's talk about this home. 2,268 square feet of living space. Oh yeah, the price is the other reason I brought you out here. All of this for under $600,000. $594,900. That's only $262 a square foot. We're in 89014. This home built in 1980, remodeled in 2025. And yeah, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, that beautiful pool. This cul-de-sac has it all. I can't wait to show you inside, but yes, Mystery Monday. Let's go inside and take a look right now. Find out if this is the perfect home for you today. Follow me inside. Here we are. Henderson, Nevada, 89014. Mystery Monday. Another home tour for you today. And this one's exceptional. No HOA, beautiful pool, corner lot. The lot size about 7,405 square feet. The home itself, 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,268 square feet, only $262 a square foot. The seller offering to help with your rate buy down. And yeah, look at this beautiful curb appeal, the black on white, this wonderful painted paver and entryway. They refreshed the rock, and I can't wait to see inside. Haven't been inside yet. We get a little glimpse of the pool out there, this large corner lot. Did I say no HOA? I might say that a few times. A beautiful, freshly painted front door, modern lighting. I love that this little plate around the doorbell is matte black as well. Matte black handle. But let's get inside. Is this the right key or is it the other one? And it's the other one. Here we go. All right, so here we are inside. Beautiful look already as we walk in this home. If it's your first time to the channel, you don't want to miss these home tours. I have so much content coming out over the next week, month, 2 months. Give me a quick subscribe down there. Hit that button. It'll keep you updated on all these tours I put out all the time. And if you like my channel, give me a quick thumbs up down there. Help support my channel, support me and my business, and definitely give me a call for any of your real estate needs. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas, and here we are. We see a few things right when we walk in. Number one, this beautiful curved stairway here just kind of sweeps down, brand new carpet. We have the metal railing painted in a matte black. I can see about a 4-inch modern baseboard, bright white on the walls, white on the interior doors, black matte hardware, this beautiful natural wood look floor, light natural wood. And then as we look up here, about an 18-foot ceiling, new LED light. We're going to see new lighting throughout the whole home. Yeah, just gorgeous. And we're going to start off to the left side here. Extra large family room and dining room here. Big windows, a lot of natural light coming into the home. Modern ceiling fan, built in 1980, remodeled in 2025. And yeah, removed all the popcorn ceilings if it had them. I'm thinking it probably did, but I'm not positive. And yeah, I just love this look from here in the corner with that stairway there. We can see a little into the kitchen and then this massive dining room here. No HOA, under $600,000 with the pool. I mean, so much value here in this home. Just hit the market and it's not going to last long. Yeah, I love this modern hanging LED light. Very cool. Could put a massive dining table here, so your formal dining. French doors going out to that beautiful pool. We'll be out there a little later. Awesome. The sellers of this home are offering to help you buy down the rate, that interest rate. And we're going to talk a little bit about that interest rate. What is going on right now in the market? With the light on here. Oh, closet under the stairs. Is there a light? No light, but yeah, just a nice little storage area here. Might be able to do something with the pantry there as well. Don't know if the kitchen has a pantry or not. We will find out later. So the interest rate has been steadily dropping over the past 4 to 5 weeks. We were at about 6 3/4 or 6.74. And as of last Thursday, we've dropped down to 6.5. So almost a 1/4 point drop on the interest rate. And that's just getting started. Ooh, I like this cabinet here. Nice tall shelf or cabinet with shelves inside. Same material as the floating little vanity. And then we have this white porcelain sink. Very cool. So you do get the half bath with this home. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. So we're going to have 1 bathroom upstairs. That's a full bath for all of the bedrooms, I assume. And then obviously the primary. Looks like we have a coat closet here. Yep, coat closet here. Everything freshly painted. So yeah, interest rates have dropped about a 1/4 point over the last 4 or 5 weeks. It basically was dropping very slow and steady over the first few weeks. And then last week we saw that big 0.08% drop. And yeah, we want to keep an eye on that. And why do we want to keep an eye on that? The feds have agreed to drop the interest rate 3 more times by the end of the year. Their next meeting is about a week and a half away. And we're anticipating, based on the information online, what the feds have said, and the numbers and data. So we have the water heater here in the corner. Little gas hookup down there. So it looks like your washer and dryer are going to be out here in the garage. Then you have your soft water hookup here as well. So outdoor laundry room. And nice painted floors, painted interior. Looks to be in good shape. We have a door going to the exterior as well as the attic access there. So the feds have agreed to lower the rate 3 times before the end of the year. And they're expecting a 1/4 point to a 1/2 point drop here when they meet again in about a week and a half. If that's the case, let's say they do a 1/2 point, we should see interest rates hit 5 point something, let's say by the end of next week. And that's going to be huge. It's really going to unlock the market, give a lot of people opportunities. If the average rate is about 5.9 with lender incentives, with sellers giving credits, you could probably get into the low 5s, which is going to be amazing. And then you still have 2 more drops by the end of the year. Next year is really going to take off as far as the market. And if you wait for the interest rates to go very low, well, probably going to see home prices increase. It is the nature of the business. The lower the interest rates, the higher the home prices. Now, we're into this full bath. This is shared for the bedrooms up here. Everybody wants 3% interest rates. 2.5 like it was back in 2020, 2021. They want to refi. They want to get into the new home. Couple things to say about that. I like the tile work there. Glacier Bay toilet. What is this? Just a linen closet? Yeah. Wow. Big linen closet. If you're waiting for a 3% interest rate, most likely you didn't buy or refinance the last time it was 3%. Maybe you did. But the reason I bring that up when the interest rate was 3%, buying a home was not really that much of a pleasure. Yes, the rates were good. But if you remember the market then and you were buying a home, undermount sink, quartz countertops, what did we see? We would see a home go into coming soon status, meaning it's not available to show yet, but it is on the market and it's coming up. So when the home goes live, we can go visit it as a realtor. Agents, including myself, were getting our listings, putting them in that coming soon status, and then basically saying you can't see the home until the open house, let's say this Saturday. So I'm going to put it on coming soon on Monday. No one can see the home till Saturday. And then what happens on that Saturday? On that Saturday, there's a line of cars out front, and this is almost every single listing, because at 3%, people had so much more purchase power. They would line the cars up out front. There'd be 12, 15 people waiting to get into the home and take a look. By the end of that day, we would have 10 offers on our desk with escalation clauses. As a buyer, trust me, you don't want to see escalation clauses, and that's if the interest rates are too low or the home prices go too low, you will see escalation clauses. Now, what's an escalation clause? An escalation clause is basically an added document you put into the contract that says my client, my buyer, is willing to pay X dollars over either appraised value or your highest offer. So let's say you're buying a house that's $500,000. You get there at the open house, there's 20 cars in the driveway. You go in, you're with a crowd of people, everybody's looking at the house, everybody's excited, everyone rushes home to write the offer. If you want that house, you need an escalation clause, and you're saying, I'll pay $10,000, $20,000, even $30,000 over the appraised value or over your highest offer in order to secure the house. And we saw this all the time. There were so many escalation clauses, and people were paying so much money over the list price of the home because the interest rate was so low. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because there is a balance in the market. There is a sweet spot where, especially right now, you can go out, you can shop houses, you don't have to fight the crowd. I love these big windows throughout the home. All the ceiling fans are on. Cute little ceiling fans though with the 3 blades. New closet doors everywhere, and you can just see everything's painted, everything's nice, ready to go, turnkey. But there's a sweet spot in the market, and I'm guessing it's somewhere in the high 4s to low 5s on interest rate. Yes, home prices will continue to creep up a little bit, but that's just the nature of the market in general. Look at the history of housing prices. I know everyone thinks something big is going to happen. Everyone thinks the market's going to crash. Everyone thinks that home prices are going to drop drastically. But just look at the history of housing prices over the past 60 years and tell me what you see. You're going to see it going up and to the right. And the fact is, over the past 25, 35 years, there was only one time in history over those past 3 decades that it made sense to wait to buy your home. And we all know when that was, and that was the housing market crash. There's very specific reasons why the market crashed. So we have a double wide closet here going all the way down. You gotta remember, this home was built in the 80s. So designs are kind of in the 80s style design here. But you do have 4 closet doors, I think. Yeah, oh, it hits the other door, okay. So you have 4 doors on 2 tracks. So kind of cool. I was a little worried that one door was gonna get in the way of the other. Now you could get away with 3 doors here, I think. Oh no, you need all 4. Okay. I thought maybe you could get away with 3, but I do actually like this 4-door setup because then you basically have the full size, actually over full size space here to get into the closet. So it's about a door plus 8 or 9 inches on either side when you open it all the way up, or you get that in the middle as well. Kind of cool. Wow. Okay. Very functional, large closet there. That's about 11 feet wide. So yeah, there's a reason the market crashed, and it had to do with subprime loans, had to do with lending, selling people houses or multiple houses that they necessarily couldn't afford, balloon payments, ARMs, adjustable rate mortgages. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for it, which they've really... Oh, there's a second closet in this primary bathroom. They've really tightened up the lending. We're not seeing that again. We also had bank statement loans where people would just state what their income was, and they didn't have to show a lot of backup to prove it. And especially in Las Vegas here, the market was hit exceptionally hard because of all the tipped employees of this town. You know, you have the dealers, you have the restaurant workers, you have entertainers, and there's just so much cash in this town that the bank statement loans really, really affected the Las Vegas market in a negative way back then. And I know personally multiple people who bought multiple homes just because they could, you know, prospecting, investment, I'm going to rent them out. And then guess what? There were so many defaults, there were so many foreclosures because people didn't have the equity in the home. They were underwater, and that's when you foreclose. And I'm actually glad I brought up foreclosures because I hear people saying, hey, we'll just buy foreclosures. Foreclosures are on the rise. You see a lot of information like that, but it's just not the case. It's not true. Much like a lot of the media out there, it's unchecked and people can just say what they want, and you can believe them or not believe them, but I would say do your research. You know, talking about Las Vegas dying and tourism and all of that, do your research and really look into what's actually going on. Homes are not foreclosing. There's about 7,500 homes on the market in Las Vegas currently, single family residential homes. Guess how many are foreclosure status right now? 102. You can look that up on Zillow. Maybe a little different by the time you see this video, but what I'm saying is it's a tiny, tiny, tiny percentage of the market is foreclosing. Don't plan on buying a foreclosed home. And the fact is that in order to foreclose on a home, typically you're going to be underwater, because if you have any equity in your home, you're just going to sell the home, pay the bank off, and move on. Why did we see so many foreclosures back then? Well, because the market crashed. Home prices were less than what people paid for the homes. We had balloon payments people couldn't afford to make. We had adjustable rate mortgages. Well, all of a sudden their mortgage went from $800 a month to $2,600 a month. A lot of different factors played in, but do your research, understand the market. Foreclosures are just not going to happen. If you bought your home more than 2 years ago, 9 out of 10 times, or almost 10 out of 10 times, you're going to have equity in that home. As the market continues to go up and to the right, all of these homes purchased have equity. Now, I will tell you, if you're going to buy a home and you want to sell it in the next 2 years and make money, the chances are pretty slim. Not really the way the market works. Looking for another light switch here. It's going to cost you about 8 to 10% to sell your home. You have about 6% to realtors, and then another 2 to 3% in closing costs. So unless you're up, let's say 9% on your home purchase, you're going to lose money to sell it. So if you're buying short term to sell short term and get extra money, well, probably not going to happen. Most people move about every 7 years. You wait 7 years, most likely you're going to have equity. And again, look at the housing chart. Look at the cost of homes over the last 60 years, and you'll see typically 7 years is more than enough to make a profit in your home. Love the fireplace there. They've done a great job on this house. I know I've been talking about a lot of things that weren't this house. Wasn't really my intention, but it is a deep rabbit hole when you're talking about the market, interest rates, housing prices, foreclosures. There's just a lot to discuss. So I'll get back to the home tour. I'm going to talk more about this in videos coming up. I think I turned off the kitchen lights. Yep, there we go. And what a beautiful open kitchen. Again, 2,268 square feet of living space. I love the quartz. Love this backsplash here, wrapping around both sides. And on this left side, all the way up to the ceiling around the hood there. White shaker style cabinets with the black mat hardware. All you need some pull out drawers here and you're in business. Have plenty of space for your pantry. Electric oven, interesting choice. Now there is gas in the home. We saw that in the garage, so probably a gas line situation and where they had to run that to. Beautiful stainless hood. Some light staging again. Makes a big difference even if it's just the kitchen and bathrooms. Upgraded microwave here. But yeah, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be talking about all this stuff in segments. I'm not sure if I'm going to do long form or just some shorts or maybe both. But I'm going to be talking about the market, interest rates, foreclosures, HOAs, when's the best time to buy a home, housing prices, the history of housing. You know, you can typically know what to expect if you look back in history, because history does repeat itself. So a lot of opportunities coming up. The market is going to change, and I feel it's going to change for the better very soon. Can't wait for those interest rates to get under 5%. Frigidaire, refrigerator. Yeah, so that's the interior of the home. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. I hope you're finding this home tour and my commentary helpful. But yeah, a lot of great stuff in this home, a lot of value. We'll head out this slider here and check out the backyard and the pool. If it's your first time to my channel and you want great housing information, you're looking to buy or sell a house, you want to know what's happening in the market, give me a call. If you want to see more tours just like this, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Oh, we got a big shed out here as well. Dare we look inside? That's going to be that door going into the garage. And again, no HOA, so you can do what you want. Wow. See the gas line running across there. Got some cabinets, a light, place to store your trash cans. Wow, what a great little shed. Cool. These are the pavers we saw up front, but they painted them. What a difference it made. It's like they've refreshed the rock a little bit, at least thickened it up. And yeah, 7,405 square feet on this lot. So you do have a outlet and water right there. You have your pool equipment behind this beautiful natural wood look here. And then check out this pool. Wow. Beautiful corner pool. I love the doors going inside. And you know, this is pretty, it's a pretty blank slate. You can do what you really want out here. Make it your own, update it, whatever you want to do. But wow, beautiful large pool. Love the shape. You got the spa there. Super cool. We're in a quiet cul-de-sac. You have neighbors behind, but this is just a big kind of triangular shaped lot with kind of nothing going on out here. So A lot of natural sunlight. That's an absolutely huge, or two huge Chilean mesquites there. Beautiful palm trees, beautiful day in Las Vegas. I mean, for almost the middle of September and it's still 100 degrees. Wonderful. This is what Las Vegas is about. This is the home. This is the channel. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. Thanks for being here. Support me with a quick thumbs up. Share this with a friend. Call me if you want to see this or any other home in person, or you want a free home valuation. Just give me a call. And then definitely push that subscribe button. You don't want to miss these tours. I will see you on the next one. This has been another Monday, a Mystery Monday solved right here, right now. See you on the next one. Only $594. Wow. Rate buy down. Wow. Sparkling pool. No HOA. See you on the next one. Thanks.